have tea. We'll travel. Also, I'm going to be 30 soon, so I'm really embracing being in my 20s for a little bit longer, so my stomach's showing a lot. So that's that. So that's going to happen. All right. Safety first. So I'm on my way to go bus into Pete's studio, so let's go see what he's doing. Hi there.
Hello.
Is this weird?
A little bit.
Hey Pete,
What's up?
why don't you show us around your studio?
Okay. Yeah. Welcome to my studio. I do some woodwork and sculpture installation.
That's pretty cool.
So usually this is filled with dust and wood, but I got these big feathers I'm making for a hanging sculpture of a local smokehouse.
That's really
But
cool.
you'll maybe I'll show you that when it's done. Let's show you some paintings.
Ooh, paintings, yes.
Paintings. Yeah, I work out of this little space back here, which is pretty.
It's like a kill room.
Which is pretty neat. You should do like the 360. I got my wall of books.
Okay.
So I get pretty like internalized in here because it's just so small, not much distraction, just me surrounded.
Well, how can
by
you not?
color. You know, so it gets pretty obsessive.
I love this. Mix color, put it somewhere. Is that like motivational for you?
Yeah, I wake up really early and try to paint every day. So sometimes it's like you just want to just sit here and sip your coffee and it's like you just keep in mind just make a color and put it somewhere. I usually work on about 6 paintings at a time, 6 to 8, and which makes everyone at a different level, you know. So I'm always like just starting a piece, and I'm always like fine tuning and finishing a piece, and I always got some in the middle, you know, in middle land. So whatever mood I'm in, if I'm just wanting to slap it around and and really like carve into a canvas or something and go wild, I could just work on my starting piece. But if I want to get brush detail and like if I'm in that mood, you know, I can go do that.
That's really interesting because it's like you allow yourself a variety. So no matter what mood you are in, when you wake up, you have something to bounce off of.
There's no excuse. Like sometimes when you're just trying to like stay in the routine, you can come up with reasons why you're not feeling it. But if you're not allowing yourself to like really diverge from there.
I'm really into that because I do the same thing where I come up with excuses. I wake up and sometimes like, oh, like I want to work on this, but I'm not really feeling that right now. But you're not allowing yourself to do that. Like you open it up to every possibility, so you don't have an excuse, and that's awesome. I think that's great.
And I think the space helps too. Like I was saying, just the sheer size. I can't like mosey around. I don't even have much room to clean.
For
in here.
sure. Let me get in here with you and do a 360
do the
just to really
360.
show off a little bit how how small it is.
And if you really want some privacy.
Oh, we're all alone. Just me and the camera. This is really cool. Yeah, this is a great space. And you're not lacking anything. Like you have like all your tools in front of you. You've got your nice chair.
And it's all within arm's reach.
Yeah.
You know,
You
I can't even get distracted on the way to getting something.
This is awesome. Like you have like literally everything that you need in this space.
Yeah.
That's great. And you're kind of secluded from the rest of the world. Like you don't have like this window is a little blocked. So you can't even open that window and be like, "Hey, what up?" So,
yeah, I don't even know what time it is sometimes.
Yeah.
You know?
No, that's great.
But it's good. I'm starting to have a lot. I've been in this space for about 6 months, and I took about a year off of having a studio. I've had like 13 studios, and this is the 13th. So I kind of just worked on my sketchbook and had some like. I have this. This is what I was working on for a while. This is like everything you need in one case. You got brushes. You got paints. And then I would, you know...
Painter on the go.
Yeah, I would, actually, if you stay right there...
I will.
I would have these little, like, paint sketches of places I went. So that was like, you know, during my hiatus of having a studio. But when I got in here, the work just kind of exploded because I do work on a lot, and even though it's a small space, I have enough space to kind of set up levels and look at like series of works.
Yes, you don't ever have like things put away. Like you can always get inspiration from
Yes.
past and current works.
Yeah, and so it's been about like, you know, 5 months, and it's almost, you know, I'm sure this isn't my last studio, but it's always fun to see like the influence that the studio has on the work itself. I've worked with people out of studios where they had a space and I had a space, and my work would definitely be influenced with theirs and theirs with mine, and the work would change that way. I've had spaces in old buildings, like old factories and stuff, and sometimes you would have like a historical sense to your work, just like subconsciously, because you're always thinking about where you are.
Yeah, your environment. It's like a huge play on what you do.
Exactly. And this space is just, you know, I wanted to strip down nothingness. You know, like it's just the work and kind of that obsessive dialogue with each other. And I like what's coming out in the work. My pieces are definitely more congruent with each other. You know, they speak to each other, which is a new development with the stuff I've been making. So.
That's great. Do you think that this is like a more of a true, like the most true representation of yourself that you've had because of the size and location of your studio?
Absolutely. And the regiment of coming in, you know, doing anything, I'm the kind of person where if I do something, I got to do it every day. You know, I don't do it like every weekend and then it feels like a hobby. You know, when I want to paint every day, and that kind of systematic approach really just moves the work along. So I'm not stuck on pieces ever. Well, you know, I'm stuck and I put them away, but I do new ones, and I always have like a task. You know, I wake up and it's like, oh, I know that I could at least just like, you know, I wanted to do some more squiggles on that piece, or maybe I wanted to change the background color of this piece, which I do want to do. Or maybe I have an idea for the new piece where it's like, you know, I kind of saw this going on. Let me go sleep on it, and I wake up and it's like, just check it off the list, mix some color, put it somewhere.
Yeah, it's a part of you.
Yeah. I feel more sane, and I know that's a little cliche, but you know, sometimes you get wrapped up in your head and throughout the year, just with all these things. But when you come in here, it's just like working out. You know, when you come in, you release yourself.
And go try some tea.
Yeah, I want to drink some tea.
Okay,
I'm parched.
Okay, all right. Here we are. A little bit.
Little teacup.
A little bit for me. A little flavor. All right, now my favorite part of this whole thing. The reason why I do this, just kidding. I like to involve artists and I like talking with you. But really, try this tea.
Okay.
It's going to be a little hot, so be careful.
It's got some kick to it.
Yeah?
Mmm.
He's not a fan.
I like it.
Do you?
Yeah. It's,
okay.
I
love it.
It's fruity, but it's got like a burn.
Yeah.
Is there not paprika, cayenne?
Yes.
There's cayenne in this?
Yes.
Oh. Mmm.
What do you think?
I love it. I
Yeah?
love it. Yeah.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Fuck yeah. I mean, heck yeah. All right, so
it matches the work. You made this kind of like based off of the stuff I make, right?
Let's take our tea in here.
Okay.
Will you get that curtain for me?
Can I pour myself more?
Yeah, please. Oh my god, yeah. Get in there.
Okay, let me get that curtain for you.
Yeah. Oh, this is... Look at that. No studio to studio. This is great. Let's take our tea in here. Look how pretty it is. It's like a rich, I don't know, Pete, you're the painter. What color would you call this?
It's like a
burnt sienna.
It's almost like apple cider.
Yeah.
Right? The same color?
Yeah. That's very fall. All right. So.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in the tea.
there's a lot going on in the tea because look at your work. There's a lot going on in your work.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Sometimes, you know, when I first started painting, I would feel like I used every color in the rainbow.
Yeah.
And looking back at the work, like it's, you know, it's what it was. But, you know, it was something I've been trying to fine tune is like more color schemes and still bright and vibrant colors and pieces, but a little more controlled. And there's a lot going on in this tea, which I do appreciate because it's not just too much.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like, you know, every taste in the rainbow. You know, it's particular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you explain the tea a little bit to
Yes.
the fine people?
Yep. 1 second.
Yeah.
There's like almost like an orangey start, but then immediately you get hit with cayenne, but not too much. I'm a baby with spice. I usually like sweat like immediately with jalapenos, but this is just like a little. So you get that fresh. You know, is there orange in it? Is there?
I'll let you know.
Okay. Mhm. But then it after the sizzle goes away, it becomes almost savory. It leaves this like this good taste, this good aftertaste where you just need more.
Yeah.
It's like chasing the dragon. Every sip
Chase that dragon.
keeps happening to me.
This is just proof that I'm drinking the tea too, so you know it's not poison.
It's just me. We should switch cups.
I mean,
No, I'm kidding.
okay. So, this is my first time doing this, like busting into someone's studio, and I'm doing my best. And
I think you're doing a good job.
thank you. It's I'm kind of awkward in general, but you know I'm here living my best life. So this tea I made for you. Okay, so I know Pete pretty well. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So this was kind of hard because like I know what he likes. Like I know what he likes to drink. So it was kind of hard to like put that aside and really base the flavor profile off of his Instagram profile. Like I'm like, oh, I know Pete. I know he likes coconut. I know he likes sweet things, but he doesn't really like sugar. But I had to like put that out of my head and just focus on his work. So I did with Pete what I would do normally for most strangers is I stalked his Instagram like hard.
Highly recommended.
Yeah, you can do it too. It's Paco Winebox. There's a little underscore between Paco and Winebox. You'll find it. So it immediately what grabs me about your work is like the colors and the hard lines and like there's so much going on and you can really see that like I don't know a lot of art terms, but like fauvism.
Okay. Yeah.
I got like a little bit of that, and I mentioned that before, and people were like, don't say that because you sound pretentious. But anyways, all that aside, you can really tell that you're taking things from the real world and putting your spin on it, and using like really bold colors and lines in a way that you wouldn't think would work, but it works so goddamn well. And the negative space is like I was really enthralled with that. So when I was coming up with a flavor profile, I'm like, okay, this needs to be like colorful. Like how can I make a tea colorful without actually like adding color to it? I didn't need the tea to actually look colorful, but I wanted it to taste colorful, if that makes sense. So I was like, all right, I need to throw some fruit in there. So I was like, okay, I want to do peach. Like I think peach, right?
Peach, yes.
Yes, not orange, peach, but close. So I was like, I want to do like a peach tea, and I was like, okay, what goes good with peach? Ginger. I'm like, okay, that's as basic as you can get, and you know Pete's work's not basic, so like I can't just do a peach and ginger tea. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna do an oolong base. And oolong is a kind of a cross between a green and a black tea. It has some caffeine in it, not a ton. It has a really like mellow, mild flavor. It's very smooth. So I was like, okay, that's good. That's a good base. A little bit different. It's outside of the box of your typical black, but it has that boost of caffeine in there.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like a black tea.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not even a big black tea fan, but it's definitely lighter.
Yeah,
you know?
For sure. It's definitely lighter. And I was like, okay, so I have the peach and I have the oolong, and obviously I'm going to put ginger in it because, I mean, ginger and peach go really good together, and I know Pete likes ginger, so I was like, all right, I'm going to add that in there, a little spice. I'm like, this tea is like a little too basic. let's throw some mango in there. So there's some freeze-dried mango in there. That's what those chunks are. When you're like, what is that? And I'm like, I won't tell you until after you drink it. So if you ever decide to do this with me, I'm not going to tell you what's in the tea. I'm going to ask you if you're allergic to anything. I asked you if you're allergic to anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm kind of friendly. But I'm not going to tell you what's in it until you drink it. So.
Yeah, the mango's smart because the peach, like peach could be real tart. It's a subtle fruit flavor, but like peach could be real tart, but the mango kind of smooths it out, and that's why I couldn't nail that peach. I was thinking like a light clementine, obviously.
Ooh, clementine. So then I was like, okay, the tea is still a little basic, so I need to put a kick to it. So I was like, I'm gonna add some cayenne pepper. Why not? Because spicy tea is so good. So I added some cayenne pepper, and I was like, well, that's real spicy. So I was like, I need to balance that out. So I added some sweet cinnamon.
Oh, there is cinnamon in
Yeah.
it. That's because there is a fall. There's something fall going on.
There's a little harvesty flavor to it.
And it's a beautiful fall day. You can't tell from this fluorescent studio, but so I didn't know if that was just like my itch.
Your brain
being like, it's fall. You're having fall tea, but no, the cinnamon.
Yeah. So the cinnamon, the cayenne pepper.
Oh, cinnamon and cayenne.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah?
I love that.
So
I'm
honest
going to
opinion,
cook with
Pete,
cinnamon and cayenne from here on out.
how's that tea?
This tea is terrific.
It's not terrific, it's terrific.
Wait, what's that? Okay.
It's fine. So yeah. So the way this works is I stalked Pete. I made a tea. And I forced him to let me into his studio and videotape him with my iPhone.
Now she won't get out.
Now I won't get out. And also I'm not wearing shoes.
Yeah, and there's broken glass everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like Die Hard 1 in this studio right now.
I'm living my life. It's fine. I encourage everyone to live their lives. So what comes next is we're going to have a party.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be awesome. So you may not have been able to see Pete's work because, I'm a little shaky and it's the phone. I'm drinking a lot of tea. But it doesn't do it justice. You need to see this work in person. And you can do that this month, like not too long from right now. So I'm thinking next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Next Friday at the Dirt Salon, which is where Ritual Earth Tea is, you can come and see all of Pete's works for display and purchase them, right?
You can. Yeah, I would love that.
You can purchase some of Pete's work.
And her tea.
And my tea. You can purchase this tea and Pete's work. No pressure. But you can come and try this tea. I want to know what people think about this tea because it is not for the faint of heart, but it is pretty good if I do say so myself.
I'm more excited to see people try this tea than look at my work.
Ooh.
I am because this is, they're gonna do that. They're gonna make that face. Ooh,
Yeah.
and then ooh, they're gonna see the work.
What? Yeah.
With a little kick on that.
They're
tongue.
gonna turn and be like, ooh, ooh.
Ooh, double ooh.
I like that. Cool. So, I think that's it.
Yeah.
And thanks for hanging out and watching this video. I hope it wasn't too painful, and we'll see you soon.
All right. I hope to see you guys next week.
All right. Thanks,
Bye.
Pete.